Hi, I'm Mela Green on the School of Hollywood.
Hi, this is Steve Owens with School Hollywood, and I'm excited to have you here today. You've got a new project that's out, but I first want to talk to you about you were a child actor, and we're on the Disney Channel. And we have a lot of kids that are wanting to be actors, and every one of them wants to know what's it like to be an actor at Disney, and how did you get into Disney?
Well, I actually started acting at 9 years old, but this was in the Teatro Colón. This is like the most famous opera house. And I started there in the choir because I'm also a singer. And then I started also performing there in their plays. So that was like something that I did as a kid when I was 9 years old. And like it's a really prestigious place to begin. So also that already had given me, a really cool resume at such an early age. But the Disney, I did it when I graduated high school because I will say that if you do want to perform as a kid, you have to understand that there is a lot of work ahead of you. Like literally, I was going to school from like 8 a.m. to 4:30, and then from there I had half an hour to get to the Colón Theater, and then I would leave there at 8 p.m. So it's like, if you want to be a child actor, there's a lot of stuff that you have to know you're going to have to deal with. It's exhausting because also you have to be a kid, which is complicated sometimes when you're like on adults' rhythms and adults' schedules. But yeah, and then Disney was amazing. I did that when I was 19 to 21. And that was one of the best experiences because I got to dance, I got to act, I got to sing. And yeah, that was really, really cool. And also, the story was really cool. It was kind of a prince and a pauper kind of thing. And I was, the lead girlfriend on one of the sides, the best one. So, but that was really, really fun.
And one of the other questions is that somebody wrote in was, what did you buy as a kid with your first Disney check?
Clothing. Clothing. I was just like, my parents did okay, we're middle class, working class, and I did go to a really good school, but yeah, clothing was the first thing I purchased. I was like, now I can belong to this thing that I think I have to belong and be who I think I have to be at this age. Yeah, now I regret it. Now I'm like, oh, I should have saved that money.
But you've been keeping busy working, and I saw that you did a pilot this year called Latinx. And here's something that nobody in town actually has the correct answer of what Latinx is. What is it in your mind?
Actually, there is a correct answer for Latinx, and it's Latinx is a term which doesn't is a non-binary term. So anybody, like, it encompasses everyone. So for example, if I'm a Latina, but I'm not going to say I'm Latinx, if I do refer to many other people that I do not want to assume anybody's gender or whatever, then I'm going to use the term Latinx. And that is why they also use this term in this, because it's men, women, and non-binary people, Latinos, getting together and working together.
Yeah, the biggest one that people have said to me is it's short for Latinos that are Gen X. Well, you have a new film that has just come out. It's on a channel called the Passionflix. Where can people find that channel?
Well, Passionflix can be found on passionflix.com. You can also access it through, like, if you go to your smart TV, you just search for Passionflix as an app. You will be able to find that. Oh, somebody is cleaning outside. You'll be able to find that. Yeah, that's a sound that you hear in the background. Everything is about acting here. So anyway, you can find it as an app, normal app, just like Netflix. You just look for it on your TV, and then you can also subscribe, and you can use code Clair to get a $2 discount on your 3 months. And this is until November. the 22nd. But yeah, so it's like super easy to access and to find. It just, they thought about it really well when they came up with this.
Right. You have a new movie that's called Seduction and Snacks.
I do. I do. I also wanted to say that you can also find it on Amazon, through Amazon.
Oh,
I do. I do have a movie coming up. Well, it's already out. Seduction and Snacks. And yeah, I have the privilege to play Claire, who's the lead in this amazing rom-com, which is funny, sexy, heartwarming. You're going to cry, you're going to laugh, you're going to everything. And yeah, Claire is an amazing, amazing character that I got to play thanks to Tara Civic, who is a writer, and Colleen Dib Jones, who's the director, and Tosca Musk, who's a producer of Passionflix. So yeah, it's an amazing story.
so what are the snacks?
Ooh, the snacks are chocolates and chocolate covered potato chips and Major McGillicuddy's crispy goodness globs. And then there's a couple of other things that I won't reveal right now, but you will have to watch a movie.
Oh, okay. So the question is, what was on your craft service table?
It was really good, actually. We had the best food. I mean, I'm not kidding you. It was the best food. They're called Soulful Catering. And I am a foodie. I'm obsessed with food. Like my grandmother was a chef. All my family cooks. And, it's like also being brought up in Argentina, like I got to try such good food. So they just made the best food ever. They would make like chicken and waffles for me in the morning and or they would have different menus and they would just save everything for me. So I would try everything. Yeah. They're amazing.
So you got the seduction from the food.
I did. I literally got the seduction from the food. Yes.
So tell us a little bit more about the movie. Don't hide anything here. Come on. So tell us what happens to Claire.
Okay. So Claire is a single mom. She had a child in her 20s when she was in college. And it happened accidentally. And she never got to find this, her baby daddy. So suddenly one day, years after, Carter comes back to Butler and they meet up again. But the thing is, he doesn't know he has a child. So that, there's a lot of comedic jokes to it and then things happening in that moment, which is very fun to play with. But yeah, it's a movie that talks about relationships with others, with yourself, also like discovering your sexuality, being a single mother, and also owning up to the fact, that you can find out that you have a kid, 5 years later, and that there is no normal way to have a family, that we all do what we can.
The book, it's based on a book and it's part of a trilogy. Is there going to be a sequel in the movie?
Oh, I hope so. I would love that. I mean, we had so much fun. The cast had the best time ever. We are all a giant family. And also the books just get better. The third book actually is mostly about Drew and Jenny, and they're like our comic reliefs. They're the best, funniest characters. So yeah, I would love to do not only the second one, but also the third one, because it was just such a joy. Everybody was amazing. The cast, the crew. I mean, literally it's a project that was made with so much love and care that just the experience itself was delightful.
Right. What do you find the hardest about navigating acting in Hollywood?
I think the hardest part is being true to who you are and being yourself. I feel that we are told that we should change sometimes who we are or modify specific things just to fit in somewhere. But I have noticed that the more I am myself, the better it goes. I've noticed that the truer I am to myself and what I want to do, and if I trust that will happen, it does. So I think that is the hardest thing about Hollywood. I feel many people come here, thinking that they're going to have to change everything about themselves when it's actually everything that you are is necessary. You are enough. You don't need to change anything. You just got to trust the process and trust yourself.
Have you had to do any other kind of work besides acting in Hollywood?
No, I haven't. Fortunately, I mean, not that any other job is bad, but what I'm saying is like this is what I always wanted to do. So I was very privileged to be able to do that, and I still am. I also do voiceover work. I'm also a singer. And yeah, so like, but always in the artistic medium, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, so I've been very, very privileged. And I guess it's also the thing of being bilingual, that gives me the chance to also like work for the Spanish market. So that is also, another window that opens up and that I am lucky to be able to work with as well.
And you're singing, are you singing bilingual, or are you singing in English or Spanish on
Well, whatever gets me hired.
it?
Whatever gets me hired. Like, for example, I did this recently. Well, I am working on my own EP, and this is something I started doing during COVID because I was like, I want to do something where nobody tells me what to say, what to do, or where to stand, as an actor. Like, you have everything written for
Mhm.
you, right? You just got to glue everything together and make it believable. But with music, I thought that that was um yeah, it was really interesting to just do it without a result and just like let my artistic side, creative side go crazy. But yeah, that is my personal thing. But recently I was hired to do this cover for Ghost Town, which is like such an amazing song from if I'm not mistaken, the punk movement in Britain. And it's so much fun. And it's also like a group of Argentines who are doing music here. They're Grammy winners, and they invited me to do that. So it's like we're all from Argentina, but we're like singing in English and playing. So that was really cool. But any language, whatever I'm hired to do, I can do it. Yeah.
So what's your favorite Argentina food,
Ah, that is.
since you're a foodie?
I am. Well, the thing about Argentina is we have such a very big like Italian essence to it all. So like our I would eat ravioli with my family every Sunday, and we like my mom would make the sauce, and we would have fresh bread, and we would have wine, and we'd be there for hours. So we do have that. That is very present in our culture. I am going to say I really miss breaded veal, which over there are called milanesas. And milanesas is like such a comfort food. So that is what I miss the most. Yeah, going to my friend's house and just like having dinner with her parents and her family and the rest of her family and just having milanesas and mashed potatoes and speaking about life. That's what I miss the most.
Well, that's great. Where can people find you in social media?
I'm on Instagram and it's at Mela Green H. At yeah, it's that. I was just gonna give. Oh my god. Oh my god. AOL. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, it's
You have an
Instagram.
AOL account? Oh my
I
God.
don't. I wish. I wish I did have an email account. I think I did have a cool mail once. And I don't know if many people have had this, but yeah, I did have a cool mail. And I remember that the mail was really cool because everything looked like ice. Yeah, but I guess I'm revealing my age with all this information. But yeah, I'm on Instagram, Mela Green H.
Fantastic. Well, I appreciate you being here today, and lots of success on Seduction and Snacks.
Thank
And
you.
actually, one last question. Do you have anything else coming up?
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate it. And I do well, yeah. The working on the EP, and then there's Seven Sitters in July, which is coming up soon, probably next year. And then what is? Oh yeah, and then I'm doing a campaign for a brand that I love very much. I can't say anything, but I work for them for the Hispanic market, so I'm really excited to get back with my colleagues and get that campaign out. and have fun, because yeah, it's super fun.
Great. All right. Thank you for being here today. And you have a beautiful smile. So
Thank you. And thank you so much for having me. I appreciate it so much.